Looking from the chest, tears of how you slipping on the ladder of success. I know I'm blessed, don't cross to be a pump one. I'm from the west, so being frosted makes you dumb one. Witty where they dead to be so pumpers. Queen City players Mets and do so-do numbers. Put in work when it's summer and the summer can't make. I'm getting dinner while you slumber, what the fuck is wrong with cake? Your mixtape decent, your album is a skip fest. Some sixth grade beastin', clouting in the dip fest. Don't chat about my stats, baby, it is what it is. I just rap like the crack and be biz in the grizz. Ain't for rank, I'm just a problem every Django. Frank on the Harlem streets, going to pop tango. They talking dough, I know I plays a route. You see me walking with the glow, Mr. King, I'm back out. Fresh out the pack in the stove, I'm backing out. Finesse rap.
Yes! Yes! This is how I'm backing out. This is how I'm backing out. We are backing out. That is right, Mr. Gate. We back in the building. Another great episode of Crush Mics for the People. Great episode of Crush Mics for the People, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been showing us some love, man. Man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. We need the numbers. Like, comment, subscribe. Share. Like, comment, subscribe, share, because that's the only way we're going to get there. But without further ado, man, we back to the show, man. Last night was a great night for the NBA. As always, these playoffs have been great. Salute to the NBA because they've been putting on, I'm not going to lie. And at first, I didn't like the fact that the games have been on Amazon and things like that, but I see they've given a lot of former NBA players a platform to speak that have had motion with their podcast, haven't had motion. They are trying to embark upon a new endeavor. So you got to applaud that, man. I applaud the NBA for that. Games last night was dope. The New York Knicks caged those baby Hawks last night. Knicks won 126-97. I was playing last night where I said, Cat looking like the Demon Low Joker. Once again, looking like the Demon Low Joker. Did very well. Jalen dropped that 30 ball. Did what he needed to do. 76ers beat the Celtics last night. I predicted that because I didn't think the Celtics would be able to come back out another game and shoot the fire off the Nets because they do that. They play to do that every game, and that's hit or miss. Like when you shoot that many threes, it's hit or miss with that. Like it's tough to consistently think that every single game, if we taking 30 and 40 3-pointers, that's going to work out as a team collectively. Maybe some players may do better than others in different points, but to have that expectation to be what you do every single game, it's not going to happen like that. Trailblazers, you got to take it out your misery, man. Got to take it out your misery. We see that. Y'all got to take it out your misery yesterday. And you are out of here, baby. You're sailing. You are sailing. We appreciate the effort that was put forward because let's be real. Let's be real here. Who had the Trailblazers in their post-game and the postseason throughout the season? You can't tell me you believe that they were actually going to go somewhere throughout the season. No. That was something that they had a late emergence, surgence. They got some great play from some least likely players. Denny Avia, who was nowhere near that player when he was in Washington, he's lightweight turned into a real player in Portland, and you got to applaud that. That's wonderful that he's materialized into this level of player. But they got one to grow on. They got one to build on. This is a good season to build on. And you say next year, Dame Dollar will be back. So that'll give them something with Dame back. And I'm not going to lie. I kind of hope CJ McCollum finds his way back to Portland. Because I would love to see CJ reunited with Dame Pauls in his team situation for them to be able to get that back in Portland, that backcourt, and make it happen and roll off into the sunset with that. I think that would be very, very interesting to see that. So, Portland, y'all have nothing to be ashamed of that you are out of the playoffs, because nobody really, for real, if we're going to keep it all the way a stack, nobody had y'all in the playoffs anyway. So the fact that y'all made it to the playoffs, you've done well in doing that. You've probably extended the life of your coach. It's a win-win to me. And you're playing against the Spurs, who have exceeded every possible level of expectation. Wemby is just amazing. I saw the highlight where it looked like he blocked the shot with like the bottom of his arm. Like it's just, he's a problem, man. He's a problem. And the fact that this is what's going on, man, we really gotta be in the mindset and in the moment and understanding that, look, man, these are the playoffs. The teams that have won all season have figured out how to play through adversity, who have played without their main guys like San Antonio. They're built to contend this year. Now, we're not saying necessarily they're built to win, but they are definitely to win it all, which they could. They could easily win the entire thing. They're like, we're not. Look, it could definitely happen for them. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It could happen for them. They could put that thing together and win everything. It could easily happen. Wemby's gonna have to stay healthy, and they're gonna have to catch lightning in a bottle to do it. But if the regular season means anything, they've played the Thunder the toughest out of every other team in the NBA this year. They beat the Thunder more games than the Thunder beat them. And it's a great likelihood, if they see them in the playoffs, that they got a chance. They really do have a chance of getting them out of the playoffs and going to the finals. I do believe the seeding would happen so that they will probably play them in the Western Conference Finals. Don't quote me on that. I do believe. I got to check that out. But if that were to happen, I do believe the Spurs would have a great chance of getting the Thunder up out of there. So when we look at it from that landscape, Portland, y'all did well. Y'all did very well. Y'all have nothing to be ashamed of. We got to give them. We got to get y'all around. We give y'all around. Portland, you did well. You did well. Now, the 76ers got to figure that out, because I don't believe it's sustainable for Embiid to take 30 shots a game and y'all get victorious. I think he needs to be around 15 shots a game. Everybody's still in the flow of the game, and he plays lockdown defense in the paint protector, rim protector, I should say, and he rebounds. I think that's his greatest asset to them right now. Rim protector one, without a shadow of a doubt, rebounder. So we talking about 10 or more rebounds every game. He's the greatest asset to them in that way. Everybody can play off him in offense. On offense, he has the complete ability on offense. He can post up, pick and pop, hits the three ball, takes you off the dribble. He's a complete player. He just can't stay healthy. So you don't put all this weight on him of scoring to take the 30 shots a game. Like Nick Nurse, you got to get that ball out of his hands more. Put the ownership on the younger players. Play through Tyrese Maxey. Play through VJ Edgecombe. Like that's where they should be at with it to me. Like if they're doing that, I think they got a chance to be powerful and at least push Boston to 7. I think even in Game 7 though, Boston will make the shots in the key points that will get them over the hump, so to speak. Pause. To help them do what they need to do to advance and get smacked by my New York Knicks. Like, we not playing with y'all this year, man. We not playing with y'all. Move right along. Tonight. Cake Cash Picks. We have the Orlando Magic versus the Detroit Pistons. Very interesting thing that's going on right here. The Pistons are favored in this series. I mean, in this game. Well, they were favored in the series, but you know, as watching it, that means nothing because they're down right now. But they are favored to win the game tonight. 9.5 point favorites. 211 point spread. I believe the spread should be covered. Now, Detroit. Don't know. Toronto. Cleveland. We definitely got Cleveland winning this one. I believe you're going to get a 40 ball from Donovan Mitchell. So if you're betting tonight, put your money on the Cavs. They're going to cover the spread, the 8.5 point spread. Donnie's going to have a good game. James will not be James Harden tonight. I got him with a triple-double. Let's say 22, 12, and 10. 22, 12, and 10 I got for James Harden tonight. K-Cash picks Houston Rockets versus the Lakers. Lakers, 4.5 point favorites. Austin Reeves is supposed to be pulling up tonight. We got the late. Listen, man. We got the Lake Show. We got the Lake Show taking y'all out y'all misery tonight, Houston. I heard Fred VanVleet is supposed to be pulling up. It's too little, too late. No point intended, Fred. But y'all up out of here. I can't see it. I can't see it no other way. On another note, they say Durant is having turmoil in Houston. So in the offseason, it might not be looking good. It looks like Durant's going to be up out of here. Listen, man, I'm not going to lie. I got Machine Gun Online a few weeks ago when I said we can't give LeBron all the love for going to different teams and winning championships, and then say Kevin Durant wouldn't be nothing if he didn't go to Golden State in terms of a champion. But I got to say, seeing LeBron James doing what he's doing and getting him out of here, even though he hasn't played all the games, that even speaks more to the point of, I got to give y'all the credit. Those who said I was tripping, I'm always willing to fall on the proverbial sword when my take is a little off. I'm more than willing to admit that. KD, man, you let me down not playing this series. You let me down not being able to get them, your Rockets, over the proverbial hump. Pause. Over the Lakers. So I gotta take that back. KD, I always, you still great. Still gonna go down as one of the coldest players ever, one of the coldest scorers, players, period. Shooters, everything. But Braun is just in a different category. Like, Braun is just, he's just a different level of legacy. Like, we've honestly never seen that. And I will be honest in saying, from being a Michael Jordan, from seeing Michael Jordan throughout my life and him being like a great inspiration to me playing and a lot of my generation, you see him in the back. I kind of drew a blind to a lot of the great things that you were doing, even though I saw you play physically a bunch of times in Ohio, and I saw you play a bunch of times at the Garden. And I recognized your greatness, and I love the fact that you always played the game from the standpoint of, even if I could score, but I see you open with a better shot, I'm going to pass the ball to you. I think from having seen Michael Jordan make the amazing shot a lot of times in spite of, that kind of jaded my vision, and I'm going to keep it all the way a buck on that. It doesn't make me say that I don't think Michael Jordan is great, or I just believe that my generation doesn't give you enough credit for being just the more complete team player. And it's a team sport. Not to say that Michael Jordan individually wasn't great. He didn't lock a man down in years, and he wasn't flying all over the place, but when we talk about a team sport and who was the ultimate team player, we have to give a certain credit to LeBron James in that way. I personally don't believe there will ever be a GOAT. I believe everybody was the greatest of their time. So I'm never going to say, if you were Wilt Chamberlain and you were the greatest during your time, that Michael Jordan, who was the greatest during his span of years, is greater than you. No. To me, that's just downgrading on what a lot of players did. And I don't want to do that. I feel like everybody should be celebrated. I feel like there's no conversation in basketball that should be held about any of these players that you have to disrespect one's career or downgrade one's career to elevate another. They should all be celebrated. They should all be appreciated because they all brought us great happiness and joy. And if you had anything going on in your life, which me, being honest, seeing great players at different times made you have a break from all the things that was going on in your life. It gave you the ability to be in that moment and not think about that. Just think about how great he was. Think about how great she is in the WNBA. It's like comparing Taurasi to, what's the new girl? Caitlin Clark or something like that. We don't want to do that because everybody is great in the ways that they're great at the times that they're great. And different times bring about different factors and different challenges, and people rise to different points to be great and to get their just due and their respect and their accolades. And a lot of these guys make to the Hall of Fame, women make to the Hall of Fame, and they should all be celebrated for what they do. So I just think from a sports media standpoint, from a purist standpoint, from a sports culture, social media, we got to try to start celebrating everybody collectively. And if you want to say so-and-so is a better shooter, and the numbers say that, we can say that. If we want to say so-and-so is a better rebounder, and the numbers say that, we can say that. But when we have arguments about who's a better player in totality, those are opinionated arguments because people will always extrapolate and put together stats that prove one side of an argument. And somebody can put together a whole different body of stats that prove a different argument. So I just want everybody to be celebrated properly while they're here. Like some of the first people that I heard that really stressed on saying, give people their flowers. I believe we should be giving people their accolades and their trophies and their honor while they're here, while they're able to understand that the people that they sacrifice for and that they put everything, blood, sweat, and tears to give us the best performances, that we were able to appreciate what they do. Man, until next time, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all greatly.
Thanks, bad but good but good. It does. Thanks,
See, you know you crazy.
good but good.